Hi friends, come on in. This is what we're doing today. I have some beautiful glass and we are going to do a super easy project. I'm going to put a quick coat of my multi-purpose sealer onto this wood. This is a wood surface I got at Target, I would say a year or two ago. I can't remember if it was last year or a year before. So I am going to prep it by using this multi-purpose sealer, which will seal the wood and have it ready to accept our paint. And that way the paint won't just soak into the wood. And then when I do resin on this, this seals the wood so that it doesn't release those tiny bubbles, which wood will sometimes do. So if you're not using a sealer before you paint, it is super helpful on wood. Okay. So while I set this aside and let it dry, we are going to mix up our resin. Okay, I always recommend marking your cups because these little lines are so hard to see. I am going to do, I guess I'll do 10 cc's. And I'm going to go ahead and just do them in that same cup, I think. So I'm going to pour one up to that first line and stop where it's just right on the line. So go slow, take your time. Be sure you're on a level surface when you're pouring and when you're curing. And then we'll bring this other one. So it's a 50-50. So 1 part resin, 1 part hardener. And you want it to be as exact as you can get it. So be sure you're on a level surface. And get right to the line. And we will just stir this gently for 3 minutes. I cut this glass the other day in the VIP group and I couldn't wait to use it. And then these are just some beads that I found and some regular fiberglass. And so every so often I'll scrape off my stick and then get it back down in the mix and then scraping the sides and the bottom of the cup. So we'll set that aside while we're painting. So we're going to do base. Let me see if there's nothing on the back. So I always have to think about how we'll put a hanger on the back. Let me see if I have it handy and I'll show you what I use. This is the kind of things that I put on the back of my projects. They're just great little picture hangers. So it's not too heavy. And you can just press it into the wood. And then you're ready to hang. So I love using those, something like that, and then obviously. But let's start with white and get a good base coat of white on here. I am using Deco Art, just regular acrylic paint, what we call craft paint or student grade paint. Okay, now I will be painting the edges. I'm just not going to do it right this second. Let me dry this. Okay. Let's give this another coat. Let me know if you have somebody in your family who serves or has served or lost their life serving. We are so grateful for all who do. Let me dry that and we'll be good to go with our resin. Okay, so we already mixed this up at the beginning and it's just sitting here, so it's ready to be used. I am going to put this on first and I may have to mix up more. In fact, I will have to mix up more. There's no doubt about it. But I didn't quite do enough for this. It looks so small, but it's bigger than it seemed. But I'm just going to kind of help this along to all the edges. You'll want to cure any resin projects on a level surface. And I've got a desk I use that's already definitely level. And I've got something down on it so that it'll catch any resin drips that I might make. But it'll cure overnight. Well, for about 12 hours. Once 12 hours is up, you can take it outside and photograph it and do things like that. But it's still considered a soft cure and it needs to continue to cure for 2 more days. After the 3rd day, then it's as hard as it's ever going to get. And that's when I will ship my items after that stage because I want it to be completely cured before I mail it. I'm just helping this all to the edges. Even though it is self-leveling, you do need to, be sure it's all gotten to all the edges of your project. And then it just kind of continues to level out where needed. And you do need to use enough resin. So if I didn't have enough resin, it's not going to be able to make it to the corner. You know what I mean? So you definitely need to have enough. And honestly, this is enough. I just am going to want to drizzle it over my blue, I know. So I probably will have to mix up a little more. So once I have it to all the edges like I do, I'm going to get the bubbles out. And I use a little butane torch. It's the easiest, quickest way and most effective way. And just turn it to the on position or open position and just do a quick pass. I say quick and then I'm taking my time, but to get all the bubbles that you can see out. The reason I like to put the resin down first is I can get these bubbles popped and then put my glass on top of it, and hopefully no more bubbles will rise to the top because I've already popped them, right? So that just cuts down on the amount of bubbles. So now we're back to putting our blue glass, and it honestly looked fine if we dump it. So I'm going to take some big chunks and kind of put them down and then do some dumping too. But this will kind of be my guide as to how much blue I want and where, and then I'll kind of dump in between that. See, I do like it laid out flat. You can lay it all out flat, just like what I'm doing. Sometimes I like it chunky, sometimes I like it to lay flat. It's personal preference. There's no right or wrong way to do any type of art. Okay, let's go ahead and put our red down. And we're going to just kind of start maybe with a smaller piece up here. It's like a puzzle. I say this every time I do things like this. It's very relaxing. Let's just take a look. I don't like that piece there. I'm having fun like piecing it together. If you are wanting to learn more about resin or glass, get in our group, because that's where I go into detail about how to cut glass, what glass works well, all the tools, all that. Okay. Now we can add these beads, and these are going to be our little stars. I am going to grab my resin and drizzle a little bit where I want to put our little beads. I kind of want them staggered. You can add as many as you want. You could do this whole section in beads. Let's lift this up a little, I think, now that I'm looking. I think there's a little too much space. I think I'll put a little triangle here. This may be too big, but I'm going to see what I would need to shave off if I use this little piece here. Okay, let's take a look. And that's all there is to it. I'm just going to put this on a level surface, cover it so that dust doesn't get in it, and I will have a beautiful project tomorrow. Thanks for watching.